season. And of course, 2025 off season. Of course, first we're going to simulate it as we always do up to the free agency filings. Rays won the World Series last season. Their first World Series over the Dodgers, 4-1. Well, we will see. So, Trevor Gott, what is that? A nerve entrapment. It sounds painful. Free agency. Harrison Bader, Michael Ford, Mogoen, Duhar, Michael Brantley, Jesus Luzardo, Casey Myers, Freddie Freeman, Matt Olson, Sean Murphy, Joey Gallo. Not bad free agent class. Not bad. We're going to take this week by week like we always do. So 1 week in, Vency Almonte talking to the Cubs. Anthony Rizzo is running for senator in Chicago, I guess. We're going to have to keep an eye on that, see if he actually does go through with it. And active career pitching leaders who give a damn. I'm simulating this 1 week at a time. Pirates, and I have to imagine the Mets. Well, I have to imagine the Mets or the Yankees. It is either the Mets or the Yankees. Make a trade. Jesus Luzardo. Okay, well, we'll take a look at this. Ryan Reynolds goes to the Mets for prospects. Jesus Luzardo goes to the Cubs. $85 million. God. Freddie Freeman. Wow. Freddie Freeman. At the age of 36. Age of 36. 16 years with the Braves, ends up with the Giants. Sad. And then the Braves replace him with Nick Pratto. Yeah, from Tennessee for prospects. Single season records. We'll simulate up to Hall of Fame voting / winter meetings. Would it be something if the Braves got like Joey Gallo to replace Freddie Freeman? No, the Twins got Joey Gallo and Jake Odorizzi. All right, well, let's see. Rays visit the White House. L.A. Jimenez goes to the Nationals after 7 years with the White Sox. Luis Severino talking to the Dodgers. He hasn't been quite the same since 2023. Michael Conforto goes to the White Sox. Jake Odorizzi goes to the Cubs. Joey Gallo goes to the Twins. Hall of Fame voting we will do. Dylan Cease, after we've 7 years with the White Sox, goes to their crosstown rival, the Cubs. Turned into a pretty decent relief pitcher. We'll see, though. We'll see. Harrison Bader returns to St. Louis. Jose Quintana goes to Dodgers. Tony Zik to the Red Sox. Brian Abreu to the Brewers. The Nelson Lamet, who's like with the Indians all those years, now at the Nationals, and TJ Ziyech for George Feliz. Anyway, we are going to get on with the Hall of Fame voting. With Abreu on there, just keep him on. Obviously, Bartolo Colon, Todd Helton, Andrew Jones. Weakness. Oh, obviously, got to put Albert Pujols on there. It's Albert Pujols. Then I'll put Scott Rowland on there. Just give him another year. And obviously, got how does Ichiro not even make it in year one? Unreal. And yeah, that is going to be my ballot. Will be my ballot. I have to imagine that Pujols and Ichiro get in this year, and that's it. Well, we will see. Jeremy Walker and Spencer Torkelson go to the Braves? No, Spencer Torkelson goes to the Braves. He has a lot of power. I'd put him at first. That's just what I would do. More trades. Mike Fultonevich now Mariner. Makes me sad. Yeah, Anthony Rizzo's running for Senate. None of these really matter. I see it as Alex Garcia, Tampa Bay, Jermaine, and Will Matheson from Omaha to Cleveland. Francisco Lindor re-ups with the Indians. Yes, Almonte to the Dodgers. Mike Fultonevich goes to the Mariners. I don't know why I forgot the name. Anthony Rizzo announced that he intends to run as an independent candidate for U.S. Senate. The recently retired Rizzo for some time contemplated a run for political office. You know what? Let's see if Chicago actually votes for him. I think a lot of the big free agency moves are already off the board, but that doesn't mean we can't see some big trades. Austin Riley going to the Dodgers. So the Angels or Dodgers? Dodgers. Dodgers and Rockies make a trade for Dylan Ray and Ryan McMahon to the Dodgers. Andy Pages to the Rockies. Gilbert Sanchez and Anthony Siegler made a club. Okay. Matt Olson goes to the Cubs. Okay. Luis Rengifo goes to the Red Sox. Okay. Ryan Vilade or Vilade, I'm gonna call him Vilade. Ryan Vilade, has the flu. Get yourself tested, Ryan. Sean Murphy goes to the Pirates. Unfortunately, Austin Riley goes to the Dodgers. Adrian Hauser returns to the Brewers. Hopefully, single season record. Yeah, who cares? And Miguel Andujar re-ups with the Yankees. Who cares about the Rule 5 draft? OTP is bugging again, so there we go. Oh, geez, not this again. There we go. Bob Feller's sister was the Iowa State ping pong champion. I'm going to look that up because I don't doubt that, but I do need to confirm that it's true. Caratini goes to the A's. Ken Giles goes to the Mets. Now, look it up later. We got to check this now. Peter Fairbanks, who is from, okay, he is from Missouri. He comes back to St. Louis. Plays for the Cardinals. Ernie Clement gets traded from the Pirates to the Mariners for Austin Shenton. If I draft, who cares? Chang Hao Ting signs with the Angels for $139 million. Ken Giles to the Mets. Victor Caratini to the A's. There's nice along with the Pirates. Luis Severino returns to the Dodgers. Hansel Marcelino to the Astros. Victor Arano to the Reds. And who cares about relievers, split stat leaders? I do not. Schwarber goes to the White Sox. So he will return to the city of Chicago, but not the same team. So $28.8 million. Kyle Schwarber returns to Chicago, this time with the White Sox. Andres Munoz goes to the Cardinals. Ian Hailton goes to Arizona. This is Kevin Ginkel. Joe Jimenez goes to the Yankees. Mayo Clace goes to the Cubs, who's probably the best part of like the first half of the season for the Tennessee Hounds. Geronimo Franzua goes to the Red Sox, and who cares about single season records for bases on balls? I don't. Vaughn signs with the either the Dodgers or Angels. Trade Ironman for Ortiz. We'll see who that is. As soon as OOTP stops bugging, it always does this when we move over to the new year. Still saving. God, this is taking forever. Don't tell me the game just crashed on me. There we go. Ooh. We'll touch and go for a while there. But we pulled through. Whew, that was. No, not this again. Oh, never mind. That was a second. Wait. I have to disagree with this quote. I think watching baseball under the lights is better than watching it in the daytime. All right, it was a little touch and go there, but we pulled through. 2026 officially. We're gonna take a look. Wow, Casey Mize goes to Tennessee. Okay, so Joaquin Galvan signs with the Dodgers. Jeremy Ironman gets traded for Joseph Ortiz and a prospect. Scott Kingery goes to the Dodgers. Casey Mize goes to Tennessee. Goes to the Hounds. Goes to the Tennessee Hounds. Single season. And then Nick Burdi, who was lights out last season for Tennessee before getting traded to St. Louis, ends up in Houston. So we're up to all fan voting results. Fucking Instagram notification. Get out of here. Oh god, not this again. There we go. So first, Liam Hendricks turns to the Dodgers. How did Ichiro not get in? Pujols got in. Ichiro, look at this. Look at this. For a decade, he had 200 hits in a season. For a decade. 3,089 hits. 2 years and he's not in the Hall of Fame? You kidding me? Well, Pujols, yeah, obviously he deserves it. He's Albert fucking Pujols. Simulate this after the start of the preseason. Ron Kittle won Rookie of the Year in 1983. Probably the second most impressive Kittle in the history of sports. Gilbert Sanchez suspended after nightclub fiasco. Oh boy. Resulted in a suspension and taking up too much time away from the field. It's the off season. Gilbert, come on, man. DJ Peters goes from Omaha to Cleveland for prospects. Brad Bradshaw, or so not Brad Brock. We know Bracco. Shocks himself in the hand and misses a day or two. I was making $43 million. What? And now Robert Severson goes to the Cardinals. Now we'll just take this week by week. We're only about a month until spring training. Jorge Soler goes to the Indians. Wonder Suero going to the Cubs. Jack Green the Rockies. And another fucking Instagram notification. Alright, so Jorge Soler goes to the Indians. He really lost his power, didn't he? It's like, dude, 4 home runs in 48 games. I don't know, man. Wander Suero goes to the Cubs. Chad Green goes to the Rockies. That Junior Guerra going to the Cubs, and is that Justin Turner going to the Braves? I don't like signing to that. Well, Justin Turner's still playing. It is 2026. That must be Trey Turner now that I think about it, which I don't hate. And trade Miguel Geraldo to Baltimore. Javi Guerra, not Junior, goes to the Cubs. Trey? No, it's Justin. Justin Turner, still playing at 41, goes to the Braves. Franmil Reyes goes to the Orioles, and Sam Poche, I think his name is Colin Poche, goes to the Red Sox. I don't know why I like no. I thought that was Angel Pagan. I would have been like, oh, holy shit, Angel Pagan's still playing 7 years from now. Not even playing now. It's Emilio Pagan. I'm very tired, if you can't tell. Is that Pavin Smith going to the Mariners? Or Dominic Smith, maybe? We'll see. All right, so the only signing is Pavin Smith going to the Mariners. Yeah, he's been pretty good with Diamondbacks, and now they lost him. Now, finally, Finally, one more day. Oh, not now. There's 2 more days. Finally, today, spring training has started. Simulate the month. Simulate it up to March. See if there's anything huge. It says like, oh, Ronald Acuna is out for the year. Then we're gonna go with Kyle Crick because the White Sox. We don't really care about those though. Victor Robles gets hurt. Devin Lux is day to day. Harris out for 7 months in Atlanta. Oh, hey, look at the Omaha Stallions leading the AL Central here in spring training. Prop bets are still open. Who's going to be the first of these 2 expansion teams to make the playoffs? Is it going to be the Stallions or the Hounds? Tennessee was like flirting with the playoff spot until the end of August last season. Omaha, not so much. But Tennessee was actually not the worst team in the league. So we will see. My plan is, in enough time, I will expand it to 34 teams. I don't know when, but I do know at some point I will expand it. Still only 3 weeks. Exactly 3 weeks. Excuse me, from opening day. And it's bugging again. I'll love to see that. There we go. Come on. Don't do this to me, man. There we go. That Hunter Green? Getting the Raven? Why must OOTP always do this to me? There we go. I have to fix this all the fucking time. There we go. I imagine it's Dominic Smith signing with the A's. Now the 9th of March. We're so close. Another goddamn Instagram notification. Like, I do not really care that Edson Potts is leading the league in homes. The American League. That Kyle Lewis, I have to imagine it is, being signed for 5 weeks. It's just in a way. Is that Yan Herbis Solarte? Oh, no, it's probably not Riley Green. I love Riley Green. His Bury Me in Dixie is my favorite song of his. All my numbers on the cars, and of course, I wish Grandpa's never died. The Braves are stumbling out of the gate. It is still spring training. Gotta keep that in mind as we are now less than 2 weeks away. So I'm gonna give my predictions. Tempe, Cleveland, Anaheim, For the American League, and the wild cards will be Chicago and New York. For the National League, I'm going to go with Atlanta, Cincinnati, San Diego. The wild cards are going to be St. Louis and Los Angeles. That's what I think, because we're 10 days away from the start of the season. I mean, like, these pitchers are done. If the season, we'd be looking at the wrong kind of history. So yeah, we rushed the American Leagues for training with 299 batting average. There's only one 300 hitter in all of Major League Baseball. That's Yoan Moncada, the Cardinals. Well, Huai Yu Zhao from Boston is now hitting 302, so we're up to 2. Well, of course, these are a few at bats a game. Cody Bellinger gets hurt. Wow. About 5-6 weeks in, Freddie Freeman gets injured. I don't know what I would do if Freddie Freeman was not playing on a team other than the Braves. That would suck. So forget what I said about that. I mean, this guy's still a 1.13 ERA. We're 2 days away now. So I'm gonna get the little notification. There it is. MLB season predictions. You will see the Mariners are the best record in baseball. 22-8. So the preseason predictions. Yeah, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Seattle are your division winners. Baltimore and either Boston or Houston, it's going to be a tiebreaker, looks like, will be your wild cards. And the National League. Whoops, scrolled way past it. Washington, St. Louis, Los Angeles are your division winners. And your wild cards, San Diego and Chicago, with the Braves finishing I gave out. The Tennessee Hounds are sitting at 67.95 preseason predictions, and the Omaha down a marginal 75.87. So, simulate this to April. Chris Archer said fucking. Like after one star, it's like, nah, that's it, man. I'm out of here. Best of luck to y'all. Of course, I can't really make too much of this. Like, there's only one team with a win in the entire NL Central. Never seen an entire division win its opening day game. I've never seen an entire division lose opening day game. But the Tennessee Hounds are in first. Okay, that was what you expect. Oh, they're back. I mean, of course, you gotta keep in mind it don't matter because this is just the first month of the season. It's April. It's March. The Seahawks are 4-1. They could finish lose 100 games. They could win 100 games. Who knows? Well, not really much to talk. Kyle Schwarber hit 3 dingers for the White Sox. Carlos Correa his 300th home run, and the Hounds are leading the NL East at 5-5, of course, out the Phillies and Mets. The Nationals, what is going on? At 1-10, the team predicted to win the division. Okay, well now they no longer have the worst record in the league. That belongs to the 1-11 Giants. Their division rival Padres are now 11. I've never said 10-game disparity in the first week of April, and I'm confident saying the Giants season is done. I feel. Brainer Bonacci for the Red Sox, a 21-game hitting streak and run. What kind of name is Brainer? Brainer? How hard do we know? So, I mean, Giants are still 10 games back. I want to see how. And I'll look at the Nationals also for. Still in it because the Mets are only 11-7, and the Rays lead the AL East at 9-10, tied with the Blue Jays. Now up to 10-10. Like we all say, the best team is the best team is the Padres. As it has April 17th. Yeah, would have turned 25 at this 26. A whole lot of greatness. I mean, 19-5. He's Gaten or Gaetan had a 20-game hitting streak. That's over now. Nolan now, Trent Grisham, and Nico Horner all hitting. Well, I'm doing Arenado hitting 400 late in April. Austin Riley hit 3 homers. That hurt. Really hurt. Padres, the second team to 20 wins. The Cardinals are the first team to 20 wins. Blue Jays leading the AL East to 14-15. This is wild. Minner's down for the season. Famous YouTube video where the guy called A&M's bullpen. Minner up. It's like Minner's down in the dugout, and he goes, "Well, we'll get him down there, get him moving." And then Minner actually went down there. I don't think it's the same Minner, but Into April, Tampa Bay, Chicago, Cleveland tied for the lead. Anaheim with Oakland and Seattle game behind, and the wild card, Chicago, Cleveland. Basically, whoever is not in the lead of those two gets the first wild card, and then A's Mariners for the second. Tigers and Rangers both within 3 games, and then we're here. The New York, Tennessee, Philadelphia tied for lead. Miami a game behind them. St. Louis 4 games above Chicago, Milwaukee, and San Diego 5 games above Los Angeles. The wild card, Chicago, Milwaukee, Cincinnati game and a half behind them. New York, Tennessee, Philadelphia, Los Angeles 2 games behind them. The break is really early. So simulate to May 31st because for some reason they moved the All-Star break up to June. I don't know why. And then we will recess it at the break like we always do. Tennessee Hounds only a game behind. Their best bet is to win the division, actually. The new worst team in baseball is the New York Yankees at 13-23. 10 games below 500. The best team is the 25-11 St. Louis Cardinals. I, for one, Zach Freddie goes in. That's for the Cardinals. I, for one, am pulling for the Tennessee Hounds. Voting begins in May because it's absurdly early for some reason. 19-20 lead for the Rays. And this AL Central division is the top half of it is shaping up to be a great. So you got Detroit, Chicago, and Cleveland all fighting for spots right there. Within a game of each other, and then and then the NL East, the entire division is still in. The Nationals are 4 games back. It's May. They have more than 3 games back. They have more than enough time to make up that ground. Tennessee, same thing. It'll be interesting between the Cardinals and Padres. See who gets the most wins between them. And the Rays going a bit of a hot streak, well over 500 now. Mets are sitting at 500 leading the division. Tennessee. Oh, wait. No audio? Oh, there we go. The Tennessee Hounds. Yeah, the Tennessee Hounds are kind of disappointed. They were like in the lead in the NL East for about a month. Well, not about a month, but definitely for month of April, they were definitely fighting for the NL East lead. So much up to 277 Barry Bonds home runs. That I'm gonna have to watch that. Right now, I'm focusing on the AL Central. That's just incredible. The owner now hitting 388. Devin hitting 379. Could one of them maybe hit 400? I don't know. Cord was slightly unplugged. Is that what she said? The Hounds will win the World Series here. The game was rigged from the start. Yeah, well, I mean, sitting games below the lead. That's the last of the Marlins division. It's gonna be a while, realistically, before Tennessee and Omaha are actually like good. Jerry Reinsdorf passes away. Rest in peace. Depends on how bad the fucking headache is. So at the end of May, Tampa Bay with Boston 4.5 behind them. Cleveland with Detroit 1.5 behind them. Seattle, the Angels half behind them. The wild card, Detroit and Anaheim with Twins, White Sox only half game behind. In the NL, the Mets, the Nationals 3 behind them. The Cardinals with the Cubs, with the Reds 3 behind them, and the Padres, the Dodgers 3.5 behind them. Wild card Dodgers and Reds with the Cubs and Brewers game and a half behind. Now, simulate to the break. Trade for Kyler Murray. I mean, Kyler Murray at the very least would bring people to the park. If anything, like I know the A's have his rights, but why wouldn't he want to play for like the Diamondbacks? Deion Sanders played for the Braves and the Falcons. Daniel Ponce Leon's out for the year. The only Angels are ex-Dodgers, and they're all in heaven. My God, Tommy Lasorda, what a guy. Bryce Harper's nickname is Bam Bam. That's terrible. Who exactly? Like you could hit it, and if you hit it hard enough, they're gonna have like an open window in the pyramid, and you could like hit it in the window, and then they have like a gator eat the ball or something. They do have gators in that pyramid. I have been there. Been there. Look at Vlad June. It's 32 home runs in June. Whew. I mean, sheesh. The kid is incredible. Of course, I call him a kid. By this point, he's a veteran. Injury setback for Padres head. We'll get their head right. Mass Pro Shop Pyramid is the world's first pyramid. It's the world's only pyramid. I don't know, like, if your pyramid doesn't have a Bass Pro Shops in it, it just doesn't fucking count. That's just the truth. This is, yeah, the All Star break. We're sitting at, we out here. Nolan Arenado might put up. It was like Enrique Hernandez 7 RBIs in the game. I remember that actually. Tampa Bay, Baltimore 2.5 behind them. Chicago, Minnesota tied for the lead with Detroit a game behind them. Chicago 2 behind them. Seattle with Anaheim a game and a half behind them. Wild card, whoever isn't in the lead here, followed by Detroit, Chicago game behind that in the National League. The Mets with the National League behind them. The Dodgers, the Cubs 4.5, Cubs and Brewers 4.5 behind them, and the Padres with the Dodgers 4.5 behind them. I meant to say the Cardinals. I don't know why I said the Dodgers. Would be the Dodgers and Cubs and Brewers tied with the Reds only a half game back. We are going to simulate, not the 29th to the 30th. End of the month. Get Torres out for 5 weeks. That is going to hurt the Yankees. Rumors abound in Colorado. Hey, good for him. I guess they don't have the rights to the Midsummer Classic. Okay, 6 for. Hold up. I gotta pause this. Did Abraham Toro have 10 at bats in a game, or is that like his stats over the last week or something? What? 24 innings? A 7-6, 24 inning game. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 players got at least 10 at bats. Of those 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 got 11. I gotta look up the most innings in an MLB game. The longest game in history in the pros, including the minor leagues, was 33. The longest game in Major League history is 26 by the Braves and the Dodgers in 1920. The longest AL game and also the longest game where a team actually won was against the White Sox and the Brewers, a 7-6 25 game, 25 inning game. A 24 inning game. He nearly played 3 full games. Oh my god. All right, well, we'll just keep simming to the end of June, I guess. 24 innings. That is absurdly long. Absurdly long. I was just in shock about that. Like, they really had a 24 inning long game. Kyle Tucker got suspended. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. 24. Brendan McKay is done. That sucks. The Nationals take over the lead from the Mets, but only briefly. As we approach the end of the month. A 24 inning long game. I mean, my God. Okay, one more thing on this game before we check the standings. The most at bats in a game is 11. So, major league records. I feel like there's just some kind of like curse or something that says you can't get 12 at bats in a game. Nor should you get 12 at bats in a game, honestly. Alrighty then. Tampa Bay, Baltimore 4.5 behind them. Detroit, Cleveland 2 behind them. Anaheim, Seattle, game and a half behind them. The wild card, Cleveland, Kansas City, Seattle 2 behind them. And in the National League, the Mets, the Nationals game behind them. St. Louis, Cubs 3.5 behind them. San Diego, Los Angeles 5.5 behind them. Wild card, Los Angeles, Chicago, and then Washington, Milwaukee within a game. Cincinnati within a game and a half. So now we'll take it up to the deadline. I wonder or not to keep an eye on him for Triple Crown watch. I'm just saying. Peter Alonso, his 300th homer. Wander Franco, 21 game hitting streak. It's always interesting when a guy hits 20 games just to see. Just see how long I can keep going. The Hounds, yeah, I'm sorry, but they're done. They're 11 games back. And take solace in the fact they're doing better than the. Okay, well they're not. They're not. Never mind. Let's say they're doing better than Omaha, but they're not. Actually, take a look at Vlad Jr. He might win a Triple Crown. Yeah, at least right now the Hounds are doing better than the Stallions. Got that going for you. Wander Franco at 25 games. Interesting. Vlad Jr. First in RBI, second. That's gonna be something to watch. But throughout the rest of the season, is Vlad Jr.'s attempts at Triple Crown. If Wander Franco cools down, has like an 0 for 12 stretch or something like that. Vlad Jr. goes like 5 for 12. Then Vlad Jr. is going to win the batting title. Win the Triple Crown at that rate, if we're being honest. 18 points. I mean, I guess we're just really, if we're pulling for Vlad Jr. to win the Triple Crown, we're banking on, actually banking on Luis Gayton and Wander Franco to slow down. We're keeping it honest. Another Instagram notification. The Hounds need to live by the message that if you have fun, you won. Well, I think the Hounds should live by the lesson: if you're better than Omaha, you won, and they are currently barely better than Omaha. Just barely. Actually, nah, Omaha's better right now. Vlad Jr. starting to close the gap on batting average to leading in home runs and RBIs. At least Perdomo got traded. And Tennessee and Kansas City made a trade. Liberates, hold up. Timeout. We gotta celebrate. we got to celebrate because Matthew Liberator threw a perfect game. Woo! And we'll just finish the trade now. I just got to simulate it one day. Omaha is their bitter rival. Yeah, because they came in at the same year. I can't imagine what it must be like, if Tennessee loses to Omaha, there's got to be like riots all across Memphis. I'm going to pull up the standings and we're going to simulate to roster expansion. So now we can just take a look. We'll start to see throughout this month playoff casualties. Teams get picked off, getting caught lacking. Arenado hit home run number 500. And Vlad Jr. really closing that gap when it comes to batting average. Now only 4-point gap between Vlad Jr. Now a 3-point gap between Vlad Jr. and Wander Franco. Still 3. Okay, Vlad Jr. is starting to cool down. He's gonna dip out of the top 3 in batting average sooner rather than later. I'm willing to bet. I hate Omaha. Oh yeah, all my homies hate Omaha. I'm gonna declare the Triple Crown dream dead. I mean, is it a little premature? Yeah, but I doubt we're gonna see it. Okay, Bellinger hit home run number 400. So which team's going to be the first to be eliminated from the playoffs? I'm going to say the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm going to say the Diamondbacks are going to be the first. It might be the Texas Rangers. It might be Miami Marlins. It could be Pittsburgh Pirates. It could be Tennessee Hounds. Or Omaha Stallions. Wander Franco just hit 3 home runs. Well, it'll be interesting to see which of the Stallions and Hounds gets eliminated from the playoffs first. Because both of them are absolutely terrible. I'm going to amend my prediction. I'm going to say the Rays. They were like under 500 at the end of April, and now they're 84 and 52. Still near the end of August, we haven't seen our first playoff casualty. I still don't know who it's going to be. Waiting to see the first little E to pop up. Jordan Alvarez has 57 home runs. I mean, my God. That's going to hurt the Mets. Still, we're into September, and every team is Oh, no, not true. We do have our first playoff casualty. It is the Texas Rangers. The Texas Rangers are the first playoff casualty, but still into September, we have 31 of 32 teams alive for the playoffs. The Rangers snuck in there on the first day of September, first team eliminated. We'll see the second one. I'm going to say it's Arizona or Omaha. Oh, it's Tennessee. Tennessee becomes the first National League team eliminated from the playoffs. Omaha still alive. San Diego clinched the playoff berth. The division, though, is still up for grabs. There's Omaha getting eliminated. New York and Boston both eliminated on the same day. The Tigers become the first team to clinch their division, 94-54. The Pirates are out of the playoffs. Miami's out of the playoffs. Vlad Jr.'s at 62. It's impressive. Really impressive. Nolan Arenado, if he can pull into a tie with Jimenez, he's got a triple crown. Who's going to be the next one eliminated? I think it'll be the Giants. It'll be the San Francisco Giants. Grab a water. Hopefully nobody gets eliminated while I'm grabbing a water. I want Nick Madrigal hitting 329. So, on September 7th, and we have one division clinched. And one other one of the divisions up for grabs, the playoff versus clinched. We have one, two. Oh, Minnesota got eliminated. And they got eliminated the same day. So. Tampa Bay clinched the AL East. The two divisions clinched now. Atlanta got eliminated. That's sad. I'm going to say Houston's going to be the next one. Boston's fired their manager with 10 days to go in the season. Colorado's eliminated now. St. Louis, at the very least, clinched a wild card. San Diego did clinch the division. That's important. St. Louis and Washington both clinched their divisions. So now the Dodgers, the Cubs, Reds, Mets, and Phillies are all going to be battling for those wild card spots. The Angels clinched the division. No, they clinched the Dodgers clinched a wild card. The Angels clinched the division. The Mets eliminated. The White Sox eliminated. The good news is I think the Tennessee Hounds are going to have the first pick in the draft. We are currently on September 15th. Still have some playoff berths up for grabs. We got 4 teams competing for 2 playoff. Well, not 4 teams. We got 1, 2, 3. 4 teams competing for 2 playoff spots in the American League. And we got 2 teams competing for the last playoff spot in the National League. I think it's going to be sooner, though, rather than later, that Cincinnati's officially eliminated. OOTP is lagging again. Is Vlad Jr. hit number 63? Arenado kind of cooled off on the homers, which that's sad. Toronto's eliminated. I think that may have already happened. Okay, so we head into the last day of the season. The Mariners are eliminated on the last day of the season. So the American League got 3 teams competing for 2 spots. The National League, the Cubs and Reds are competing for a spot. So we're going to look at the schedule. And we'll see. Finish today and see if we got any tiebreakers. I think that's just a rain out. I don't think that's a tiebreaker. Standings, both Cleveland and Kansas City clinched a wild card, and so did Chicago. So we don't rain delay between Washington and Miami. They get similar one fucking game. How is it bugging this much? There we go. So the Tennessee Hounds are officially on the clock. Whoops, not the League Championship Series. Kansas City, Cleveland, Chicago, Los Angeles. Shane Bieber got real bad real fast. So it's in Cleveland by account of a coin flip, I have to imagine. Benefits them because Kansas City is not that good on the road. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty even. The lineup favors Kansas City. The pitching favors Cleveland. We are getting ready for the wild card game. Win or go home. What it comes down to: win or go home. In Cleveland, take this inning by inning. Nothing doing in the first. Scoreless through 2. The Indians on a Yasmani Grandal homer scratch across the first run, the bottom of the third. Still 1-0 through 5. That one run may be all the Indians need. I think it's going to be all they need. Well, they got 2 more just for insurance. Take this at bat by at bat. Alex Alvarado in the game now. The 1-2. Leto. A grounder to second. Over to first in time for the out. Up comes Rincones. Another grounder to second. Another ground out. Last batter, the 1-2 to Bobby Witt Jr. Onlys are going to go down with their best player, even if he's over 3 today. Grounder to short. There's Lindor. The Indians are going to Detroit. They only need the Kansas City did not show up for the wild card game. They got Chicago and Los Angeles now in Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers won this, well, not only because of their record, they have 3-game lead over the Cubs, but also 7-2 against the Cubs this season. Dodger Stadium, Cubs and Dodgers. The winner takes on San Diego in the division series, the NLDS. Dustin May versus Ryan Jensen, and my goddamn Instagram notifications popped up. Looks like it very well favors the Dodgers, not to mention they are at home. But anything can happen, so we'll see. We'll see. Inning, but Austin Riley's going to start first. Inning by inning, as always. Nothing doing for the Cubs. Oh, it's over. There is no chance the Cubs score 5 runs. That is all the Dodgers need. It's largely a formality now, the rest of the game. They have 2. Not 2 back. I don't think they're scoring 3 more. They have 2 hits through 5 innings. I don't think they're scoring 3 more runs. Okay, Cubs are just existing to prove me wrong. Dodgers getting an insurance run? No, okay, we're interested. Here's Matt Olson, the former Dodger. Fly ball to left field. That's gonna stay in the park. Tommy Pham is there for the out. 1 away. I'll bring up Brennan Davis. Davis looks at he swings and misses strike 3. Now it comes down to Nico Horner for the Cubs. 3-2. He'll look at ball 4. Tying run now on base for Willie Adames. 1-2. And Adames looks at strike 3. The Dodgers take the wild card game over the Cubs. Now we get to move on to the division series. Detroit versus Cleveland, Anaheim versus Tampa Bay, San Diego versus Los Angeles, and Washington versus St. Louis. 2 American League games today. Michael Fulmer? That's a name I've not heard in a long time. Cleveland's kind of owned the Tigers. And they'll continue to own. They'll take that one 1-0. Anaheim also with a lead over Tampa Bay. 2 American League and 2 National League games. 1-1 in both AL series. Whoops. But Los Angeles and Washington take the lead in the NL. They travel day for the American League. We still have 2 National League games. 2-0 Dodgers, 1-1 this series. National League Travel Day. We got 2 American League games. The Indians stole a road win. Could they steal a trip to the ALCS? Maybe. They could win it. So both the Dodgers, 3 teams. The Rays, the Dodgers, and the Indians can all punch their ticket to the League Championship Series today. We'll see how many actually do that. All 3 of them do. The Indians will take on the Rays, and the Dodgers will take on the Nationals. Are getting away from the NLCS, so we'll see. So in the ALCS is the Indians and Rays, and the NLCS the Dodgers and Nationals. Indians and Rays. The Rays trying to repeat. The Indians trying to win their 2nd World Series this decade. The Rays take game 1, both an American League and National League game today. We get a World Series rematch, perhaps. The Indians take game 2, but the Dodgers take game 1. AL Travel Day, NL Game Day. Two nothing Dodgers. They're looking to repeat as National League champions back in Cleveland for Game 3. Tampa steal a road game back. It's travel day for the National League, by the way. No. Game 5 in Cleveland. The Indians can really push the Rays to the brink here and clinch the pennant on their home field, but 15-run explosion will tie that series up. Speaking of pushing the brink, the Nationals can get swept today as I close this Instagram notification. The Dodgers win the pennant as a wild card team. Yes, in a sweep. Back in Tampa Bay, the Rays got to defend their home field. I'm rooting for a Game 7. We'll see, though. Tension is building. Can the Rays defend their World Series? Yes. There's gonna be a Game 7 in Tampa Bay. If the Rays pull this one off, they're going in the World Series. For their 2nd straight year. And then we will have a repeat of last season. All right, Game 7 of the World Series. Right here. I got a text. Williams! All right. They're starting Williams. Williams asked UDL, but Jorge Sawyer's been red hot this playoffs, even though his season stats were. No, they weren't terrible. They were okay. Jake Burger had a good burger last night. Game 7 of the ALCS. Take this inning by inning. 2 most exciting words in sports. Oh, that is unfortunate. They got one back, though. All the hype just for them to score 2 runs in the first. That doesn't matter as the Indians got it back anyway. Yeah. 4-1. I'm not. Yo, 6-1, a 5-run fourth inning for the Rays, but we got a ball game. 7-4 right now. This is interesting. 7-6. Not nice. It's nice. 10-6. I meant to do that at bat by at bat, but a 10-6 win by the Rays, and we will have a World Series rematch. We got Angels and Rays a year ago. Or not Angels. We got Dodgers and Rays a year ago, with the Rays taking home the World Series in Dodger Stadium, I believe. We'll see what happens this year. The Rays get out to an early lead. Can the Dodgers steal a road game? Yes, they can. So they tied they split the series, heading back to Los Angeles. That's just about as good as it can get. A 2-1 lead for the Dodgers. Oh, but the Rays even it up. If they can steal another road game here, I think that might be all she wrote. The Dodgers take it back. So we are going to obviously do a live watching of the game. See if the Rays can keep their season alive or if the Dodgers will take the rematch. Everything kind of favors the Dodgers with Nate Wow and Taylor Walls. In the Trop. Tampa was actually St. Petersburg, Florida. Wander Franco, come on, man. Austin Meadows, this is it for the Rays. Gonna leave it all on the field tonight. It's over. They are screwed. You just allowed, I assume, a grand slam. No, they did not. They did not. But they just allowed 4 runs in the top of the first. It is over. The Dodgers, well, they got 1 back. So we're going to see. Maybe they'll explode for like 5 runs again. Through 4, still 4-1. Now the Dodgers got that 1 back. 5-1, 5-2. I'm not really feeling confident for the Rays unless they can really get one right now. Nope. 6-2. They need it. Nope. If the Dodgers get any more runs, all right, we're going to take this at bat by at bat. First up is Jake Berger. The 2-2 swung on and missed strike 3. On the shift now for Nate. Wow. 2-2, strike 3. That's Larson on the mound. That's Andy Larson, not Kyle. The 1-2 for Taylor Walls. Swung on and lined for a base hit into right field. So the Rays will stay alive for one more batter. Bobby Voglar will be that batter. A grounder to first. Austin Riley will step on the bag, and the Dodgers win the rematch. They take home the World Series. Last year, it was Tampa Bay celebrating in Los Angeles. This year, it's Los Angeles celebrating in Tampa Bay. Cody Bellinger's your World Series MVP. Now I'm going to, of course, look at all the awards. The Dodgers incredibly go from a wild card team in the National League to the World Series champion. Right up to the start of the Gold Glove. The Dodgers won the World Series in 6 games, 4 games to 2. Last season, the Rays actually won the World Series in 5. But it's I mean, the Mariners. Here's why I'm bringing up the Mariners. About to enter their 50th season without a pennant. They were contending for. They got eliminated, I believe, on the last day of the season. So the longest droughts the Texas Rangers haven't won ever. Seattle Mariners haven't won a pennant ever. Of course, Texas Rangers have a pretty famous pennant in 2011. It was more in 2010. That was a young team, so. Tigers should be remembered for most wins of any Chicago Cubs pitcher, not one pitch to Babe Ruth in the 1932 World Series. Unfortunately for Charlie Root, history will not remember that way. I did actually know the Beatles played their last outdoor concert in America at Candlestick. Their first at Shea. Uh, so, simulating up for the awards now. Dodgers take home the Worldwide Series. Waiting for the awards. There we go. First, check Wuhan Bats' mail and news. Who cares? Delete all of them. Let's go to the MLB news. American League: Shane Bieber, Ellie Rushman, O'Neill Cruz, Taylor Walls, Matt Chapman, Andrew Simmons, Pete Crow Armstrong, Cameron Cunners, and Victor Reyes. And in the National League, Mike Snell, JT Realmuto, Matt Olson, Tyler Callahan, Orlando Renato, Marcelo Mayer, Jesus Sanchez, Christian Robinson, and Brandon Marsh. Next up, we got the reliever of the years in the American League. It's Melvin Adon, I think his name is, who actually got fewer first place votes than Colby White, but he wins it on points. National League is Al Davis. Okay. In a trade, who cares? Silver Slugger. Silver Slugger winner. Rushman, Jordan Alvarez, Nick Madrigal, Vlad Jr., Wander Franco, Luis Gayton, Drew Waters, Julio Rodriguez, Bo Bichette. And the National League, Jordan Humphries, Keibert Ruiz, Alec Bohm, Gavin Lux, and Arenado, Tatis Jr., L.A. Menace, Trent Grisham, and Alex Toro. And the Astros are liquidating their assets. So we move on to the Rookie of the Year award. In the American League, it's unanimously Zach Veen of the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, California. And it's Sergio Aguilar, unanimously in the National League of the Miami Marlins. The Manager of the Year, top one is Walt Weiss. And for the Detroit Tigers. And of course, it's going to be Dave Roberts. Yeah, I don't disagree with it. They always give it to Dave Roberts, but he did just take a wild card team all the way to the World Series. And the Cy Young Awards, American League, it's AJ Puck, unanimously for the Oakland A's. And for the National League, it's Ryan Jensen of the Cubs, who got 26 of 32 first place votes. The other 6 went to Jacob Nix. Finally, we're going to see Vlad Jr. and Nolan Arenado receive their MVP awards. No, actually, it's Jordan Alvarez getting it in the end. Vlad Jr. didn't even get a single vote. He got 20 of 32. Wander Franco got 11, and Luis Gayton got 1. And, of course, yeah, Arenado. 22. First, Alex Toro got 6, Gavin Lux got 3, and L.A. Jimenez got 1. All right, I'm going to go shut up. Good stream.